Children are in danger, and it's all because of the decision of an all-powerful force.
YouTube has decided it's going to be tweaking its algorithm to change the way it recommends certain health and fitness videos to teenagers.
Here we are with another casual L for YouTube. As you guys can see, YouTube is to limit fitness videos for European teens due to self-esteem concerns. Bro, this is insane.
YouTube recently announced that it will stop recommending fitness content to teenagers, citing concerns over its potential harmful effects on younger audiences. This comes just a year after YouTube already limited fitness content for teens in the United States, and now the same restrictions are rolling out across Europe. But with the world becoming less healthy and teenagers becoming less active by the day, while brain-dead content dominates social media, why is the fitness community being singled out? Meanwhile, other types of content that could arguably be more harmful remain untouched. So let's break this down. In early September, YouTube stated it would stop recommending videos that quote-unquote encourages pursuing a certain look, body weight, or promotes social aggression, such as physical intimidation. This broad statement, according to YouTube, also involves exercise routines, tutorials, and weight loss videos. In simple terms, if there's ever a video titled "The Best Exercises for a Massive Chest," it won't be recommended to teens because it supposedly promotes an idealized physical standard. But what world are we living in where someone watching fitness content is more dangerous than watching the millions of other types of videos on YouTube? How does a tutorial on how to train your lats from somebody like Jeff Nippard get labeled as harmful? Who is making these decisions? It's likely people who have never set foot in a gym, and they are basing their choices on their subjective view of what might be harmful. It's not like we have any research on the matter, and again, YouTubers telling you how to train, eat, and live to build muscle and to lose fat arguably just provides a path for lost teens to follow. Now let's go a bit deeper. Dr. Garth Graham, YouTube's global head of health, explains that teenagers are at a stage where they're still developing their identity, and repeated exposure to idealized content could harm their self-image. He says this could potentially lead to negative beliefs about themselves, including body dysmorphia and EDs. Okay, that's a fair point. I won't argue that idolizing certain physiques or lifestyles can be harmful, but fitness content isn't the only source of that problem. In fact, I'd argue it's far from being the worst offender. Why stop at fitness? What about the beauty industry, makeup tutorials, or even the content that comes from influencers who are peddling unrealistic lifestyles in their vlogs? These platforms are filled with content that sets impossible standards, from looks to wealth to social status. We could easily apply the same arguments across all of YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram, you name it. And then there's the rise of low-quality short-form content. You know, those 30-second videos that show a random podcast clip next to some footage of Subway surfers just to keep your attention. These videos are designed to hijack your brain and make you addicted to scrolling endlessly. And this kind of content adds zero value and is actively reducing attention spans. But YouTube doesn't seem to care about censoring that. But let's look at this from another angle. Are there bad actors in the fitness community? Absolutely. We've all seen V-Shred, Liver King, Togi, and others pushing harmful, misleading, or straight-out false information. But here's the key point. The fitness community already does a pretty good job of calling these people out. There are creators like myself, Josh Brett, Coach Greg, Jeff Nippard, Mike Israetel, Shredded Sports Science, and many more who actively debunk misinformation and provide science-backed, honest advice.
Fitness programs.
People like you, V-Shred.
But they're not talking about the most important piece.
Lying to people about results that they're going to get on your programs? Oh, I'm sorry, I digress.
And everything that woman said that he did to her, stole her equipment, tried to intimidate her, was a threat to her, was all a lie.
We are at least trying to promote fitness in a healthy way that encourages people to exercise, to eat better, and to live a balanced life. Sure, that's not always the case, and some fitness YouTubers would rather promote supplements than tackle real issues, but that's not the majority. If YouTube's concern is about misinformation and harmful advice, shouldn't they be more focused on promoting reliable content rather than just sweeping the entire fitness category under the rug? You don't solve a problem by silencing the entire community. You solve it by highlighting the people who are just doing right things, and maybe just being stricter on those who are outright in the wrong. Let's also talk about the real elephant in the room, the global health crisis. Obesity is skyrocketing and kids are becoming less and less active. According to the World Health Organization, worldwide obesity has nearly tripled since 1975. Teenagers are spending more time online, less time outdoors, and their physical health is declining. Now, fitness content could be a solution for this and not the problem. Imagine the positive impact if more teens were inspired to work out, to learn about nutrition, and to take care of their own health. Sure, there are pitfalls like body image issues, issues. But that's not unique to fitness. The right fitness content delivered by responsible creators could help curb this growing health crisis. But YouTube's blanket approach doesn't address that nuance. Instead, they are shutting down a potential avenue for positive change while ignoring the broader issue of unhealthy, sedentary lifestyles. But all this leads to a very important question. What's the next for the fitness community on YouTube? If this trend of censorship continues, will creators be forced to tone down their content or even pivot to other platforms? And what impact will this have on the younger generation? Most of them are already spending countless hours inside just scrolling through social media, so why not at least let fitness content be a part of that? Because in actuality, it promotes physical activity, healthy diets, understanding how the human body works, and to work hard to achieve your own goals. Which is also why many who are in good shape also have a good work ethic which travels to other aspects of their life.
But one thing that bodybuilding will teach you is discipline. Because if you're not disciplined with your eating, you're not disciplined with your training, you can't be successful. And it's hard to be successful at anything if you're not disciplined. I don't care how much talent a person has. Discipline is the overriding key to success.
I agree with you 100% on that.
People who train regularly take higher education, they perform better at work and in school, they have less sick leave and are more efficient for society as a whole. So why would anyone want to censor that just because a small amount of the community can cause harmful effects? Rather, think about all the millions of teens who find their own arena in the gym. They meet their friends there, they socialize through training, and they're actually finding a way to cope with the world, which is otherwise very grey and not that welcoming. For creators, this censorship could mean shifting to other platforms that offer more freedom, or finding new ways to package content that won't trigger YouTube's ever-changing algorithm. But for teenagers, this could mean losing access to some of the most valuable and educational content on the platform. Sure, there's always that some teens will only take the negatives from training and eating, but that doesn't mean the solution is to hide fitness altogether. And let's be honest, if YouTube keeps tightening the reins, it's gonna push fitness creators into a corner while leaving the real harmful content, low quality, attention-sucking videos untouched. And I sincerely hope that fitness creators will continue standing up for themselves and for the benefits that a healthy lifestyle can provide. Thank you guys for listening. I don't think my content in particular is going to be very limited by this, but the goal with my channel has always been to bring more people into fitness and the gym community. And hey, I also coach people. I want to bring long-term results for every client. And I want them to feel like they've actually improved, both physically and mentally. And that's honestly why I and so many others actually keep showing up to the gym. So until next week, I'll see you all next time.